Hi everyone, welcome to a session on Build the New CAT. As we all know, 2020 CAT has made a few changes with respect to the pattern and number of questions and the time duration. Hence, Jace Academy has come out with this Build the New CAT version, unlike last year, where we discussed Build the CAT as the regular pattern. In this crisis time, especially due to COVID, most of the classes have been switched to online, and hence we are taking a session online to let you know about the latest changes in CAT, how to prepare based on those changes, and the usual tricks and tips of the trade so that you could score your maximum depending on your potential, as well as you can fine tune your last minute preparation and strategies. We are organizing this event in association with Wellington Business School and Universal Business School, who both are pioneers in management education for the last so many years. Welcome you all to this session. To give a brief about this session, we will have classes by IIM alumni who have been cracking CAT in the last few years with 100 percentile. One such personality is Mr. Maruti, who is the founder and head of one of the best online platforms and training academies in India for CAT and other MBA entrance exams, which is CrackQ, who's a partner for us in organizing this event. Also, you have other eminent trainers across India. One is Mr. Rajaram, who is an MPhil in maths and is known as India's quant guru. I'll be handling verbal sessions for you. My name is Jayesh. I'm the chief mentor for Jay's Academy. So in the next 2 days, you will have back-on-back sessions on quant, reasoning and verbal, and focusing mainly on those questions which are expected this year for CAT. And we will not be teaching you anything related to conventional maths or other topics. And we are not going to explain the concepts or basics because this is not the class for all that. We will be dealing directly with how to get to the answer in the shortest possible time. Hence, the trainers, including me, will give you those shortcuts which would be really valuable and which no books, guides, or other websites or online training sites would provide you with. And these methods have been developed by us through painstaking effort by analyzing carefully the pattern of questions asked in CAT and other MBA entrance exams for the last few years. And all these tricks and traits are really wonderful and useful. And the point is, if you miss for 5 or 10 minutes of the class, you will miss the continuity. So please make sure that you attend the sessions right from the beginning till the end of each trainer, and join the sessions on time and continue till the end. And please don't miss any in between, because once you miss that continuity, it is like not attending at all. And we will be taking up each topic one by one based on the patterns of CAT in the last few years, the types of questions, the number of questions asked in each section, so on and so forth. All right. Having said that, let me tell you about the changes in CAT. The most important change is with respect to the duration. The duration has been decreased to 120 minutes or 2 hours. That means you'll be getting less than or approximately 1 minute per question less duration compared to the previous year. Hence, you should do a time management properly and devise your strategy accordingly. And distribution of questions expected as last year. In QA, you can expect around 36 questions to 35 questions. BA or English usage, you can expect around 34 questions, so 36 to 38 questions. And LRDI, you can expect around 30 questions. So this could be the distribution, and you can't switch between sections. You have to complete one section and then move on to the next section. So it is very, very important that you know how to devise a good time management strategy so that you can attempt maximum questions in the given time. Let me also talk about the predicted cutoffs this year based on the revised pattern. In QA, you should attempt at least 20 to 24 questions and get at least 18 to 20 correct out of 36 questions, which would get you approximately 99 percentile. I mean, if you are hunting for 100 percentile, this should be your strategy. Similarly, in BA, you should attempt around 20 to 25 questions, if not more, and you should try to get around 18 to 20 correct, same as this. And in LRDI, the cutoff could be less, which means out of 30 questions, you may attempt around at least 18. So 15 to 18, and you should get at least 12 to 13 correct. That means you should get at least 2 to 3 sets correct out of 30 questions. So that will make you your percentile around 99. So if you score in this pattern, you can be a 100 percentiler, and that should be your target. So the point is, your accuracy should be around 90%. 90% accuracy means if you are attempting 20 questions in a section, you should get at least 18 correct, because negative marking is something which could spoil your chances in CAT and other MBA entrance exams. And please make sure that you attempt only those questions which you are at least 50% sure of the answer. That means if you have no clue about the answer and you don't know the strategy, just skip it. Don't take a chance at all, because interestingly, if you look at CAT as an exam with a negative marking, you'll find that statistically 0 marks equals around 50 to 60 percentile. And that's a funny thing. So if you just go there and write nothing and come out, you will still get 50 percentile. That means those people who score less than 50 percentile marks are those who have negative marks. That means they have attempted a lot of questions and overall aggregate comes to negative. That means their negative marks are more than their positive marks. That means the number of questions which they get wrong are proportionately 3 times or higher than the number of questions which they get right. So having said that, let me tell you very clearly that it is your accuracy that matters and the number of attempts. So I'm not talking just about 100 percentilers. If you are hunting maybe for 80, 85 percentile for a lesser college, not just IIMs, then you can attempt even 10 questions in each section and get 8 correct. You will get above 80 percentile. Take it from me. So this range 100 percentiler to 80 percentiler, how will you get 80 percentile? Just attempt around 10 to 12 questions in each section and get around 8 to 10 correct out of 34 questions in each section. That will help you get 80 percentile for sure. Alright. So having said that, please make sure that you choose the right questions. What do you mean by choosing the right questions? Let's say in maths there are 34 questions spread across various topics like number system, percentages, ratio, proportion, algebra, geometry, so on and so forth. Pinpoint on your strongest areas. That means try to figure out those questions. So the first 2 minutes to 3 minutes you can spend on sorting the questions. What do you mean by sorting the questions? You can spend on analyzing the questions into topics, difficulty level, and your area of interest. That means the first step, take each question and write down or understand which topic it is from. Second, understand the difficulty level. And third, pick and choose your questions which you are planning to attempt. This would give an idea about the number of attempts that you can make out of the total number of questions in any section, and what should be your attempts in that, and what is the accuracy you expect. Instead, for example, let's say there are 34 questions in maths. You sorted out and you figured that there are at least 20 questions which are easy and which are familiar to you, something which you have already done or similar to which you have practiced while you were preparing for the exam. Such a scenario, you know that out of these 20, you can easily get 12 questions sure. So for you, I mean, this varies from person to person. So for you, These 12 questions are the sure shot questions. And these 12 questions will seal your fate in getting 90 and above. So if you get 12 questions correct without any negative marks, you can be assured that you will get above 90 percentile in that particular section. Alright. So like that, do an analysis for each section and make sure that there are at least 12 questions. 12 is your golden number. Please remember, 12 is your golden number. So if there are 12 sure short questions, 100% sure that you will get answer to these 12 questions in each section, you are above 90 percentile. That is assured. Fine. Now, the remaining 8 questions. So I said 20 questions should be your aim. So in these 20 questions, 12 should be sure short. The remaining 8 questions, what should you do? The remaining 8 questions should be such that if you spend some time on it, you will find out an answer, or at least you are 50% sure that one of the 2 options could be an answer. So you can rule out 2 options. For example, it could be a reading comprehension passage. So you read the options, you ruled out 2 options. Let's say the question is, what is an inference that the author makes from the passage? So you are sure that options B and D cannot be an answer. So you are confused between A and C because they appear to be more or less similar. In that case, you can go for a gamble. So out of these 8 remaining questions, let's say 4, 50% probability, 4 questions in the gamble you get right. The remaining 4 you are pretty sure about the answer. That means you have easily reached this for sure. Now the remaining questions, 10 to 14 questions, even if you don't know anything about it, you can skip comfortably. Not an issue at all. Am I clear about this? So this should be a strategy. I repeat, 12 questions in each section should be sure shot if you are hunting for 90 percentile. So you should not go below 90 percentile if you are a serious IIM aspirant, because even if you score 90 percentile in all the 3 sections, your average will go to 95 percentile. That's a very interesting thing about CAT scoring. That means there should not be any disparity between the sections. For example, in one you score 99 and in one you score 79. Don't think that your average is the CAT percentile. No, your average should be, your percentile will be more towards 79, not towards 99. So the key is you should try to score near about 90 in all the 3 sections and pretty same. So I'll tell you an example. If you, let's say, score 89, 90, 91, the average is 90, but that is not your CAT percentile. Your CAT percentile could be 95. Whereas imagine this way, 85 percentile, 88 percentile and 95 percentile, still your percentile could be only 95. Hope you understand my point. Think of a third scenario. You score 96 percentile in one of these sections, 80 in one of these sections and 85 in the other section. Your percentile would come down to 92 or 93. So that is how it works. So the more consistent you are and good, your percentile would go up above the average. Whereas if you are extremely good in one but pathetic in the other, your percentile will be less than the average. So that is how CAT looks at it while scoring your paper, while analyzing your score. Alright. So please make sure that you attend all the classes by these eminent experts in their respective areas. All these people who are going to take classes for you have experience of not less than 15 to 20 years in training specifically for exams like CAT. And these people, including me, we write CAT almost every year and analyze the paper so thoroughly and come up with extrapolations to predict what could be the paper for future years like, unless IIMs change the pattern. Fine. All the best. Welcome you all. I once again thank our partners in this noble initiative, Bell the New CAT, who are Wellinka Business School and Universal Business School, along with CrackU, who is our supporter in online platform. So welcome to Jay's Academy's Bell the Cat 2020. Have a nice time learning new tricks and trades. Thank you. Bye-bye. This is me, Jayesh, signing off. All the best for your new CAT. Bye.